camera on.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just letting you know, I was approached by the borough administrator. Okay, if you film during the meeting, you're going to be you're going to be removed from the meeting. Okay, they've said, this is not me, this comes from them.
Are you aware? May I
I
talk to your supervisor, please?
I am the supervisor.
No, I mean on shift.
Yeah, it's me.
I thought you.
There's a supervisor downstairs?
Yes.
You want to talk to the
Yes,
OIC?
yes.
Okay.
Because I want. Because I'm.
Step out here, okay?
I'm saying. Yeah, because you guys. Yeah, you guys have to. Because you guys have to. You. Because you got. May I? Are you aware of the New? Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Are you aware of the New Jersey Attorney guidelines of film and plea?
I'm aware that the mayor and council, and I was just advised by the attorney and the borough administrator, John Bennett, that the borough is allowed to impose reasonable restrictions on the meeting. And you keep shaking your head. No, I'm telling you what they're telling me.
I understand that, but they're.
You're shaking your head like I'm telling you what they're telling me.
But they're in the legal
That's their
form.
interpretation of it. Okay, everybody has legal interpretation of it. Okay, do we agree on that?
Difference of opinion.
Okay, does everybody have a can interpret the law differently? Yes, they can have a different opinion in that, and that's what they're telling me they want. Okay, and I'm not trying to have any.
Yeah, and I'm trying to be respectful as back.
I'm being as respectful as I can, and that's what they told me they want.
I talked to Mr. Bryce before he retired, and I talked to him. Sorry. Yes, my name is Jen Coombs. Don't worry, I filmed meetings before, and you guys are aware of the New Jersey Attorney guidelines for filming, for First Amendment. So I was here to do my first. I don't want to be in front of your faces. I'm just exercising my First Amendment right to film a public meeting. I didn't cause any issues, nothing. I just want to sit in the back and just film the meeting.
So the borough attorney, did he tell you that they have
He never identified himself as a bureau attorney.
He spoke to her. I don't know if he identified.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, so they have a,
I'm aware of the policy, but it's unlawful.
okay, well, you can file a lawsuit then.
But that's what I mean. Not the average person does not have the money. It's like, this is by transparency and accountability when it comes to the government.
We understand that. And like I said to you before, that's coming down from the people in charge here. You know, I don't make the rules here.
Oh, I understand that, and I know government makes mistakes, and I'm trying to resolve this without making a big hoo-ha over stuff. I'm very did I talk to you before?
Yeah.
So you know who I am.
You've been very respectful, and I
Yeah.
as respectful as I can. I'm just
No one's saying that anything about disrespect. It's just that they're saying that this.
But their policy is unlawful because there's certain.
It's by town ordinance. You know, we have to follow it. So.
Yeah, but
like I
the
said,
town
if you want-
audience, I don't know what the exact town ordinance is. I did look into the policy. I actually reached out to Mr. Bryce maybe last year, the year.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I know,
he's no longer
I know, and he told me the only thing I needed to do is just give them a heads up, maybe like 1 minute before the meeting. But he's not here anymore.
Yeah, so you didn't have a chance to let anybody know.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I guess that's where the problem came in.
And I know, like under the open sunshine thing, that's not considered a reasonable reasonable restriction, because if I do everything correctly.
That's what I'm saying. You know, the venue isn't for us to argue about it right now. You're gonna have to go to court about that.
But ain't there? But not irregular citizens.
It's not a police matter.
Well, it is. If they ask me to be
the Sunshine Act laws, that's not a criminal. We're
so what? Well, I was told I'm going to be escorted by police, so it involves indirectly with the police officer.
No, you're talking about the Sunshine Act.
Correct. But if I go in, what I'm trying to say, when I go in there, he told me I will be removed by a police officer. But under what? For what crime? What crime?
Disrupting a public meeting.
I'm not. If I'm being quiet and I'm sitting in the back.
That's your opinion on it.
If I'm just sitting and being.
If the mayor or the council or the business administrator thinks that you are disrupting a public meeting.
Okay, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit right there. This is what I do with every meeting. I sit here and do this.
I understand what you do. I've seen what you do.
Okay.
I don't generally have a problem with what you do. But what we're saying is that if he told you that you need pre-approval to film the meeting, then that's what we're gonna go with.
But it's unlawful though.
Okay, but then you can file a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? That's the court's the remedy. Arguing about it's not the remedy.
But the thing, like I said, I'm not being I'm not disturbing them. Very quiet.
I didn't say you were. Okay, but what I'm saying is that they have a town ordinance and a rule that says you need pre-approval to film.
I don't know about the town ordinance, but I know about the policy from a couple.
Okay.
I talked to Mr.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was an ordinance per se.
Well, yeah. Okay, so we agree that there's a policy on it.
Yes, the ordinance I'm not too sure about.
There is a policy on it. Okay, so as far as we have to enforce that policy.
I thought you were here to enforce laws, not policy.
Both.
No, so you're here to. So you are here to enforce policy.
Yes.
What's your name and badge number?
Personal assistant number 36.
What's your name and badge?
I'm a sister over 41.
Patrol Monica, dash number 37. Officer amount for 340.
So you're telling me that within the town of Lavallette, no, Lavallette.
No, I'm talking. There's certain rules. Yeah, there's certain rules in this building, and that they're going to be enforced. Yes, absolutely.
But I thought you were here to enforce laws.
Sure. A violation of those policies and rules could constitute a violation of the law. Okay.
So
You may not like it, but that's
maybe
the way
they
it's
don't
gonna
like
be.
it. Maybe they don't like it either. It's
No,
unlawful.
They do like it. That's why they made the policy.
But it's
Well,
unlawful.
Again, you can go to court about that.
But the policy, like I said, what I'm trying to say,
Well, fight, challenge the court and have a judge say it, and then you win.
but
this is not-
the law is already set down.
Well,
Because I read into the First
that-
Amendment.
that's-
No, the Open Public Act.
Sure. Open Public Records Act.
No, it's the Oprah. No, I
Meeting
mean
Act.
Meeting
Yeah,
Act.
right. All good with that.
This is not considered
But
reasonable.
you know the policy was that you had to get pre-approval.
This is
said
within the last 2 years. I don't know the exact date.
Okay, but you had a conversation with Mr. Bryce that was the policy of the borough.
Yeah,
You need
the only
to
thing
pre-approve.
he told me that I can like a minute before the meeting.
Yeah, but you didn't do that.
Actually, yeah, they were aware of it because before the meeting.
Well, that's not what they said.
Of course.
So, I don't know what.
Because I don't know who, but they approached me before the meeting about filming.
So again, you talked to Mr. Bryce, who no longer is the borough attorney.
No,
I mean,
borough administrator.
Mr. Bryce is now. Mr. Bennett is now.
Yeah, I don't know the guy.
Right, but his obviously his interpretation is that you need a pre-approval prior to 1 minute. Can we agree with that? That's what he said. That he doesn't want you can film without pre-approval.
But what is the approval process? I would like to know at this point.
I don't know. You have to ask him.
There's a thing on the bottom that says you can call.
Yeah.
Oh, this is for court.
Yeah.
That's for
Well,
court.
Listen.
So that's a whole
Okay.
different mechanism
Yeah, I'm not
altogether.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you can contact Mr. Bennett.
That's
I'm
for
not talking
court.
about that.
Yeah,
They're talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
yeah.
I'm talking about
Yeah,
contacting
yeah,
Mr. Bennett. Okay,
that-
you're
that-
not listening. So listen,
Yeah.
we're
No,
gonna-
I'm
we're gonna-
listening.
I can't stand here all day. So You need prior approval to film the meeting, okay?
So what happens if I go in there and sit in the back seat, quiet as a mouse, and just film like I usually do?
It's
Like,
not gonna happen.
so my rights are being violated at this point?
Like I said, then court is the remedy for that.
Your average citizen does not have the money to take a town.
Yeah, but I think the other alternative is requesting permission before
Right.
the meeting. And
But
then
what
if-
happened-
And you'll get the permission and you can.
But
They
what
can't-
happens if that policy is unlawful? It does not go along with the First Amendment and with the
Like the sergeant said, then you can sue the town.
So the only way I can have standing at this point is for you guys to remove me. I'm not gonna give you. I don't want to be arrested,
I'm
but
not gonna be arrested.
yeah. But I will go in. I want to go in there, but I'll be. I don't mind being. Do you understand? Because I need standing. I need standing. That's what I mean.
Listen. This is what the rules of the place are, okay? We ask you.
I'm just here to follow the law.
I understand, but they told you what it is.
I'm here to follow the law.
I
They asked
heard you
us
first time.
to enforce this policy, the mayor, council, borough attorney.
I'm here to.
Are you gonna let me talk? Are you gonna let me finish?
I listened to you like you have said that like 5 times already.
All right, listen, this is going nowhere. You're not going in there and filming, okay? That's the end of it, all right?
But I need standing for you guys to
Yes, you
remove
understand.
me.
You can't go in there. Now you can't go in there at all, okay? So, take us to court, all right? Mr. Eric Bernstein's office is the attorney. You can contact them,
Okay.
all right?
I'm just happy this is happening on video. I'm not going into anybody's faces, but this does not look good for the town. I'm very respectful, but
You've been very respectful.
yeah.
And we've all tried to be very respectful to you.
All right,
And
so, that's it.
Yeah, this is going on YouTube. That's what I do.
I hear you.
But I'm pro community,
Just get that pre-approval. All you gotta do is call Mr. Bennett.
but the policy's unlawful.
What's the remedy for unlawful actions? Court.
But most people don't have the money to do that.
I don't make the system. I'm just saying, if your rights have been violated, the remedy is court. You understand?
It's not like I'm very
No,
respectful.
do you understand that? If that's the venue for aggrieved people, if you think your rights are violated, you take the town to court.
I understand that, but
Okay, so this is the end of nowhere. Look, take us to court.
but your average citizen does not have the money to do that.
Who says it costs any money? I don't know what, that's like I said.
Do you know anything about the
I
court
didn't make the
system?
system. I didn't create the system. I'm just saying.
Well, you know
This
about
is
the
system.
criminal system. I just know
Okay.
just in general, like.
All right, well, I don't know, maybe, you're gonna figure that out. I can't figure that out. But, that's the way it's gonna be, okay?
Hey, is your body cam on?
Yes.
I don't see the red, that's why. From this angle, I can't see it.
It's on, all right?
No, it's a shame that you guys don't honor your oath.
All right, have a good night.
No, I'm respectful, you know that.
Yeah, and no one's saying that.
Yeah.
have any of us been disrespectful to you?
You're not honoring your oath.
We're just having a disagreement about policy. No-
Again, policy is not law though. Policy is not law.
Sure. Have a good day, guys.
Policy is not law. Honor your oath. You're here to enforce laws, but not policy. Honor your oath. You know what? Here you go. This is what I have to do. So I am not allowed to film a public meeting in Lavallette, New Jersey. The police is not honoring their oath. They admit they're here to enforce policy, not law. And I have it on film. And I'm trying to be very respectful. And it's a shame. Shame. It does not look good for this town at all. I'm very... And their answer is, oh, take us to court. Like your regular citizen does not have the money to take a town to court. But let's say if you did have the money, then it's going to cost taxpayers money because they have to have their attorney defend them. It's a shame that the police officers are not here to honor their oath. And very respectful. And I'm just trying to end their policy of seeking permission beforehand. It's unlawful, or it's not reasonable. That's what it is under the Open Public Meetings Act. I mean, at least with Oprah, there's a remedy for this stuff. But with the Open Public Meetings Act, it's not that easy. And trust me, when I record meetings, I'm very respectful. There's like, I'm quiet. I don't cause issues. Question. I have a question. When it is the public portion, when it's the public portion of the meeting, I would like to make a comment.
Okay. You want me to let them know you want to make a comment?
Yes, but
You're gonna have to shut that off. Because they don't want you in there with that phone. You can make a comment. Okay, that's the rules. We just talked about this.
but
I understand that.
I have a right to.
Jen,
I have a right to make a comment.
Yeah, you're gonna make. I'm gonna let them know that you're gonna make a comment, but they do not want to have it filmed. Okay, you can go make a comment.
I want this on record. This is doing for documentation
I'm gonna
purposes.
have my body cam on. when you do
Okay.
it, all right.
But I want
I'm
my
gonna
own
have my body
footage.
cam on it. I'm gonna have my body cam on the whole time. Okay.
I want my own body.
There's cameras in the
I want
my room too.
my own
I'm
film
gonna have
footage.
my body cam on when you go in there and make a comment. Okay.
I want my own film
Okay.
footage.
Well, that's not, the sergeant let you know that when I called the other supervisor up here, he let you know that wasn't going to happen. We already established that about 10 minutes ago, okay? We just talked about that. I know you didn't agree with it, but that's the rules that the sergeant,
We established that my rights are being violated.
no, we didn't.
Yes,
You established that, okay? You did.
your
You did.
their conduct proves that.
Jen, we just talked about this.
My
There's
rights are being violated.
There's obviously a disagreement about that, okay?
My rights are being violated. End of
If you
story.
say so, okay, that's fine. And he told you what the remedy, the sergeant told you what the remedy was for that.
There is a. I wish it was with Oprah.
Do you
There,
want me to let them know you're gonna make a comment?
I would like to make a comment
Okay. I will let
when
them-
filming. No, it has to be put
Then-
down.
then
No,
that-
you
then
can,
that's fine.
no. You have to tell them about my public comment.
I will.
Yeah, right there. Hi,
Ms. Coombs, this is
my name is Jen Coombs.
Mr. John
Right.
Bennett.
You're welcome to come in, you just can't film when you're in there, that's all.
My
You can
th-
come in and make a comment.
My thing is, I'm a citizen video journalist. I'm a citizen video journalist. I'm a First Amendment advocate, and I'm an advocate for disability rights. I document a lot of my interactions with the government and police through film. I like to have my own documentation for my document, for,
All you have to do in order to film here is you have to notify the clerk beforehand and get permission, and then you can film. But since you didn't do that, you're welcome to come into the meeting, you just can't film. when you're in
Mr.,
the
I talked, I don't know like I
You
told
talked
these.
to Mr. Bryce, you said.
Yeah, within the
Well,
last,
I'm the new
I
Mr.
know,
Bryce.
within the last 2 years, I don't remember the exact date, please, don't quote me on it.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not quoting
no,
you.
he just left a couple.
yeah,
He left it just a little while ago.
when I last talked to him, he said the only thing I had to do, give him like a minute before the meeting, just, hey, I'm filming.
That's why I went, well, it's just a little, I went in before and asked right before the meeting, had you asked the clerk, and she said no. So that's why you didn't ask beforehand, so therefore you can't film the meeting. But you're welcome to come in to the
I have
meeting.
a question. What is the
I would just call during the
the
day
procedure?
before. Just call during the
Because
day.
Mr.
Next Monday, or 2 Mondays now, there's a meeting? All during the
Because
day?
Mr. Bryce told me some. I understand he's not here. He told me
Just
something.
pick up the phone and call the clerk on the day of
Call
the
the
meeting.
clerk
That's
on
all.
the day of the meeting.
I have a question. Why is there a reason? What? I understand about having like 5 cameras or something like that. I understand, but when it comes to permit, I don't really understand.
I can answer this question, because we've done it with everybody else.
You're not being picked on, everybody.
And if we didn't do it to you, it wouldn't be fair to all the other people that we did it to.
But what happens if that policy is unlawful
Then you can do whatever you want then.
under the open? I want to make it more easy, more unrestricted for people just to sit there quietly and just film the meeting.
Well, that's the ordinance now, it's very clear, and it's.
I'm not aware of the ordinance.
There is an ordinance.
Yeah,
Yeah, it says that's the law of the town. And it says that you can do it, but you have to ask permission before the meeting. That's all.
I'm not,
So-
like I said, I'm aware of the policy, but not the law, the ordinance
It's an
itself.
ordinance. Okay. Well, if you ask the clerk, she can give you a copy of it.
My issue is what happens if your ordinance is unconstitutional and in
Well, that would
violation
mean
of state law?
Well, a judge would have to tell us that.
So, that's another question.
And our lawyer says it's okay, just so you know.
You
Lawyer
know,
gave an opinion.
you know, there's like several lawyers that got things wrong, and I proved that by 8 Oprah lawsuits that I won.
But tonight, if you want to come in, it's going to be over if you keep talking with me.
That's
I'm not.
fine, but I'd rather talk to you because you're the main person at this point that runs the day-to-day stuff, right?
Yes.
So my thing is to deal with you at this point.
Okay.
My thing is that the average citizen does not have the money to take a town to court. Costs us money.
You don't have to take anybody to court if you just call the day before or the day of and ask permission, you can film it.
You know, but what happens if that policy is unlawful under the Open Public Meetings Act?
Well, it's not unlawful under the Open Public Meetings Act. It might, if it's questionable, it would be on some other issue. Public Meetings Act, it would not be unlawful.
And then on the
But
flip
you could
side,
challenge it if you
yeah,
wanted.
but on the flip side, let's say the citizen does have the money to take you to court.
Wouldn't it be easier just to call and get permission and do it?
No, it's just easier just to follow the Open Public Meetings Act on the behalf of the government. Because all the meetings that I filmed so far, I never had to require permission.
Here in Dover?
No,
I mean, here in Lavallette?
within the state of New Jersey.
That was a faux pas
No,
from
within
my
the state of
old
New Jersey. That's what I mean. I
Well,
like
here, that's what the ordinance says locally. I mean, that's the rules now. I mean, if someone
see
sets it aside.
rules. I'm going by the First Amendment and the Open Public Meetings Act. That's law.
I have to go back into the meeting and hear what the public has to say. You're welcome to come in and speak
Yeah,
if you
I have
want
a
to,
qu-
but you can't film
I have
it.
one question. What happens if the person has the money to take you guys to court? That means it will waste taxpayers' money because you guys have to have your township attorney to do all that.
He's comfortable that our ordinance is legal.
In some,
That's your last question.
I know.
Okay?
In some
I have to go back
occasion,
in.
in
If you
some,
want to come in, you
yeah.
can come in.
On some occasions, lawyers the government lawyers makes it costing mistakes for the town.
Sometimes they might, but.
No, I've
you're
proven it.
welcome- You're welcome to come in, but you can't film if you come in. But you
So,
can speak.
so I'm being denied to talk.
Portion of the meeting right now.
I'm not denying you anything. I'm
Okay.
telling you what the rules are.
Yes, you're denying my rights. Just being very respectful. I mean, I'm bringing up good points. Like, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. They just don't get it. Like, that's what their answer is. Well, file a lawsuit if you don't like it. I'm here to promote transparency and accountability within government in itself. I'm not here to cause problems. I mean, this is like prior restraint of First Amendment protected activity. I need permission. No, I don't need permission. It's not, in this day and age, it's not considered reasonable restriction. Yeah, sitting in the back seat very quietly, minding my own business, being a citizen video journalist. My rights are being violated. mean, I do get firm with them, but I try not to be nasty. That's not my style. And I'm being denied to speak, to make a public comment too. And I wonder if there's like a civil division within the state attorney guidelines, within New Jersey, the New Jersey Attorney General's office for this stuff. And it appears they're not willing to work with the people within the law, like the state law itself. And actually, they're going against the New Jersey Attorney guidelines too, when it comes to filming in public building. I mean, not the council, but the police themselves. This is all being documented. Got the proof. Thank God for tripods. I don't understand why you have to ask permission to exercise a constitutional right. They're done, and now I'm backing up, and because I don't want.
Cheers. I'm still on that injured reserve list.
Oh, all right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Can't leave that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, my mom's from like, I don't know, she was younger, so I stole her. Thank you. Yeah, right? Wait, is it the exit this way? Okay, awesome.
sit down. So there's no issue.
So Matt, you know Sue's a big man fan.
This is my friend Ellen, Rick.
Hi, Alan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Rick is my husband.
Karen's
husband.
Yeah.
That's what Mark, anytime if he's around, it's like I'm Karen's husband.
Yes.
That was quick and easy.
Do you work for a newspaper, sir? The guy had had a laptop, so I'm assuming. I don't want to assume anything. That's why I asked. So this proves they're here to, the police here on this occasion, they're here to, they're here to enforce policy, not law. Meaning the public Open Public Meetings Act.
They don't serve food. It's takeout.
Oh.
It's takeout only. They cook it, all they do is cook it and put it in containers, and they have a deal with DoorDash, or they come and pick it up. People come and pick it up, pass it through a window, because the reason they have to do that is the place itself can't qualify sanitary conditions. They have to put a hole with it.
Yeah, I'll email. Yeah, I'll email.
All right, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Stairs or the elevator?
Elevator, please. That was a short meeting.
Good.
How long does your meetings usually last?
Oh, about an hour. Some
Some
longer.
up to 3, yeah.
I'll show you what the date is. I know it's like boring right now, but I have to. I want to film the people. I need more. Hello. Have a nice day, gentlemen. Have a nice night. Okay, they're shutting the lights off.
Sorry, hon.
Have a nice night. I have you're a council person.
Yeah.
I hope you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be
Just
very,
get permission, that's all.
but the policy's unlawful, and that's why I have an issue with. Because I filmed in plenty of other meetings, I never had it require permission. It's,
What can I say? Get permission for this one. Did I smile? I was watching it in the mirror, trying to smile a little bit because I'm so tired from being at that golf course all day long.
what's your name?
Anita
Anita?
Zalin.
Okay.
A-Z, A to Z.
Have a nice night.
Yes, you too, love.
Yep. Let's see if there's the attorney. Yeah, the attorney's there. Yeah, the police failed to honor their oath. hope the town is not being paid for this. The lawyer just standing there. In there. I gotta wait. I'm gonna. Okay, Lavallette.
I can't come out that way.
Okay.
I can hear you though, what's the matter?
Sorry.
I can hear you better now. I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm trying to be reasonable under the law. I'm not here to cause. I know the town has had issues with another person. I'm not like that. I'm trying to be very
We
respectful.
just have to treat everybody the same way.
Yeah, but what happens? Like I said, what happens if that policy is not?
It's an
It-
ordinance
it-
that was enacted by the governing body. All it says is that
What
if you
year-
wish to record the meeting, you have to notify the clerk in advance. That's all it says. You could have recorded the meeting had you just called it today. So just do that.
But
It's such an,
I
no
did-
one would challenge it because it's such an easy process to accommodate.
The last time I read the policy, I'm going off of memory. There's no time limit. There's no time that I can.
When nothing is set in the law, it is a reasonable period of time. 1 minute before the meeting would not be considered to be a reasonable period of time. So reasonable would be the day of the meeting at some point during the meeting. You pick up the phone and you call. That's all I'm saying. And then you didn't have to not come into the meeting. You could have stayed in the whole meeting. You just, at that point, hadn't.
But my rights are being violated. I'm here.
I have to get some work done before I leave. So.
Okay.
And you have a long drive too, because you live in the same town as me, young lady. You live in Oceanport, right?
No, I live in Monmouth County.
Yes, in a town called Oceanport?
No,
Oh, I thought you lived in Monmouth County in Oceanport.
no.
Oh, okay, then you don't live in the same town as me.
But I know where Port is.
Yes.
Like I said, I'm all about.
No, I'm trying to
Yeah.
answer every question that you have.
Yeah,
And
it's
not-
just-
It's not an unduly burdensome requirement.
I understand it.
Even if it was 1 minute before the meeting, you never told her before the meeting you wanted to record it.
Wait, and I talked to two people. They informed me that I didn't have it on film, but they said that I can't record. So at least
No, that's because you had not notified
Okay.
the clerk beforehand. And that's all. I mean, I'm not trying to give you a hard time, I'm really not. And that same standard we try to apply for everyone. The
And
standard is simply to notice the clerk before the meeting, and we have made that to be a reasonable time, is at least
I have
by
a what is the reasoning behind this restriction? I
It's
call
not
it
a
restriction.
it's just to be able to have an orderly process. And the orderly process just advises people to please notify the clerk beforehand.
Okay, what's the difference? How does that promote that orderly process? That's what I'm trying to understand from your viewpoint. Like,
So that you know who is doing the recording and why it's not having 500. I don't know, I wasn't here when they adopted it, to be honest.
could you look into that? Because I would like to
You
know.
really have to ask them what led to that adoption. I can only tell you that once it's adopted, it's incumbent on the rest of us to see to it that the laws that they adopt are enforced.
Yeah, because-
Until such time as the law is no longer enforced.
Yeah, because I film in many other.
Some towns don't have that kind of thing. Some towns do. I mean, it depends. It depends, and you can only restrict it in a reasonable manner. And in this case, you're not being told you can't record. You're simply told before you record, you have to notify the clerk. That's all it says.
Yeah, to me, but I don't have big cameras. I'm just sitting here like this, minding my own business.
You go home tonight. It's late. I've worked all day myself, and I'm
I-
tired, and I still have some work to do because
I-
I'm brand new and I'm still catching on to stuff.
I understand.
I tried to answer everything I could.
Can you look into it, like what was behind, like
I
what?
wasn't here when they adopted it.
Can you look into it?
I only been here a week.
Oh, a week. I thought you were here more than that. I
I
apologize.
just got here.
Okay.
And I was only a day here and a day there up until now. So now I'm here.
Okay. Understandable. I'm not here to like wreck your first week.
But tonight I'm trying to get some more stuff done before I leave. So that's all.
yeah.
But all you have to do, it's not unreasonable. When you go home and think about it, all you got to do, pick up the
But
phone.
why does a person have to notify somebody to exercise their constitutional
I
right?
asked that, and I tried to answer
Yeah.
it in a polite way as much as I can, and I can't do it over and over. I can't do it. It's the same answer that I've given every time I've asked a question. So it's like I can't answer it in a different way.
Can you look into like what brought this? What
I
brought?
wasn't here. I answered that also.
I know you weren't here,
But I
but
don't know the answer, so I don't know the answer.
okay. Can you ask to get
You
that?
can ask. You could come in tonight and ask the question yourself. I told you.
But I like to
the
document my I like to document my interactions with government.
Well,
It's a
Then you should have called before. Next time you'll know. Just call in advance. You can document and ask that question.
The policy-
I'm not telling you can't ask any question. I just don't have the answers that you want, but somebody may. So
but I can like call you next week and you can look
ask
into this.
everybody. That's who you should ask.
Ain't you the business administrator and you look into stuff like this?
Huh?
You're the business administrator. I know you look into this stuff. I'm very aware of how government, I mean, for the most, not everything, but I know, like, you can look into why this was the,
Tonight, I'm going to say goodnight.
okay.
Okay? Take care.
Okay. There you go. There it goes. Lavallette is not about transparency and accountability. It's all about making up their own policies that's contrary to the Open Public Meetings Act. My rights were violated. My First Amendment rights were violated. So there you go. I got documentation of this. So be safe. I'm going to show you what time it is. I don't know if I have the... I don't know like what the time is. So be safe, everybody. Be safe.